What is going on, my brothers and sisters? Bringing you today another review of Haikyuu. Today we are talking about episode 13 of Haikyuu Season 2. So, let's get right to the review. So, this episode of Haikyuu was pretty simple. It wasn't really spectacular. There have been many other episodes of Haikyuu which were really phenomenal, in my opinion. But I really think this episode didn't really grip me as the other episodes of Haikyuu did. This episode was only decent compared to the others. But still, that does not mean that this was a bad episode. I still really enjoyed this episode. So, basically what happens in this episode is that we see Krasuno take down their second opponent, which involved a 2-meter tall player, which was trouble for them in the beginning, but later, once they started to see the flaw of the other team, they later knew exactly what to do, and then Krasuno finally won the game. Now, the major flaw of this other team was that they relied too heavily on the 2-meter tall player to score points for them and to block balls. And that really is going to cost you if you only rely on one person in your team to do all the work. Still, you may be providing some form of teamwork, but still, you can't really rely on a single player to win the games for you, because as another reviewer put it, what if the player ends up breaking his arm or his leg? He's gonna have to be benched, and then what is the team gonna do from there? They're gonna slowly crumble because they rely too heavily on that other player. Now let's talk about Krasuno really quick. Krasuno as a team is doing a fantastic job as playing as a team in general. Before they had a lot of faults, but in the last episode we see them finally, actually putting in the groundwork, and seeing them again in this episode just completely wiping the floor with the other team that they went up against, especially with a 2-meter tall player, was awesome. Just seeing them all go out, and Hinata was doing, it almost seemed like he was, the only reliable player for Krasuno's team at the moment, which is also another gripe that I probably have about this series, because, I know Hinata is the main character in this series. You can also say that Kageyama is as well, but it's like, I don't know, maybe they rely too much on Hinata or whatever, because still, I need to see, the other team members that are always benched in these episodes to actually make an appearance on the court and actually have an episode to themselves. But yeah, still seeing Krasuno perform as a team is just awesome, and eventually they are going to hit another wall, which I am excited for, because that just gives more character development towards these characters. And it seemed like Suki got a little bit of spotlight in this episode as well, but he was only shown for like a few seconds, and yeah, I want to see the other characters who are bench play. Like, I want to see what they are capable of and see what they actually developed through the whole training arc of the series. But definitely Hinata is stepping up his game, and it looks like, hopefully what I talked about earlier is the whole obstacle thing. That's eventually going to happen in the next episode, because it looks like Krasuno is going up against players from the semifinals of the Inter-High Cup. So this is going to be very interesting. It's going to be very interesting indeed. I wonder what these players who are very stuck up, I wonder what exactly they are capable of. Do they have a quicker quick? Do they have another tall player? What exactly is going to go down in the next episode of Haikyuu? I'm very excited for. But overall, this was a pretty good episode. I like the development that our characters are getting, and just seeing all of them show, well, mostly all of them, showing all of their abilities that they have learned from the training arc was also pretty cool. So yeah, this was a pretty decent but simple episode. The only problem I have with this episode is that it seemed to have a problem that disappeared quicker than it appeared originally in this episode, if you get what I'm trying to say. But still, I really enjoyed the episode. Let me know your thoughts on what you thought about this episode, and do you think that Karasuno is going to hit up another wall with this new team that they are about to face in this tournament? So yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. If you like this video, please give it a like, and if you want to stay up to date to my future content on this channel, please hit the red subscribe button below, and you'll never miss a video from me. That about does it for this video, guys. Have a wonderful day, and I will catch you in the next episode of my videos. Catch you next time.